Well, a very good morning, students. Students, today I am going to teach you chapter number 3 of SST, and the name of the chapter is our country, India. In the previous two chapters, we have studied about the earth, the shape of the earth, the surface of the earth. We have studied about the continents, the oceans, and the directions, right? But in this chapter, we are going to study about our country, India. And we all are Indians and we belong to this country. And we know that our country is a very big and it's a very beautiful country. And our country is also known as Bharat or Hindustan. And our country is the second most populated country of the world after China. Right? Second most populated country. And over 130 crore people live in India. And as far as area is concerned, again, India comes second after China in the Asian continent. It is the second largest country after China in the Asian continent. As it is from north to south, it is about 3,200 kilometers long, and from west to east, it is about 3,000 kilometers wide. In this chapter, beta, we are going to study about the physical divisions of India. Okay, what are physical divisions? And beta, physical divisions are natural things. Basically, in the coming days, you people are going to study about two type of maps, that is physical map and the political map. In the physical map, you are going to mark the natural things, okay, and in the political map, you people are going to mark the man-made territorial boundaries, like the states, the countries, the capitals, the cities. You are going to mark that in the political map. So in this chapter, we are going to study about the physical divisions of India. So India is categorized into 5 physical divisions, and the first one is mountains, then come northern plains, then plateaus, then desert, and the last one is island. Okay, so let's start from the mountains. Okay, now tell me, beta, what is a mountain? What is a mountain? A mountain is a large landform that rises above the surrounding land in a limited area. Okay, and a mountain is generally steeper than a hill. Hills are less steep and not as high as mountains, and they are easier to climb, but it is very difficult to climb mountains. Okay, and in the northern part of India, the Great Himalayan Range is present. Right, the Great Himalayan Range is present in the northern part of India. Okay, if someone asks you that what is a mountain range, explain, then what you will say? Okay, let me give you the answer. A mountain range is a series or chain of mountains that are close together. This is called a mountain range, beta. Okay, and I think all of you just go to some hill stations during your summer break, but you go to hills, you don't go to mountains, right? Because hills are much easier to climb, and we can't climb the mountains. They are not at all easy, right? So the mountains, as I again, let me explain to you once more, that mountain is a large landform that rises above the surrounding land in a limited area. And a mountain is generally steeper than a hill. Okay? In our country, the different mountain ranges are present, but the largest mountain range is the Great Himalayan Range, which is present on the northern India, and this range is covered with snow throughout the year. And the highest mountain in the world is Mount Everest, and it is also a part of the Himalayas, and its height is 8,848 meters. Okay, and many of the rivers, they originate from the Himalayas, and later on they were just they were changes into their tributaries afterwards. Okay, and if we talk about other mountain ranges of India, then definitely the Satpura Hills are present in the central India, and the Nilgiri Hills are present in the southern India. But the Himalayan range is the greatest range. Okay, so the mountains are finished over here. This topic, the mountains are finished, and again, just in simple words, if you want to say that mountains are very high areas with steep slopes. Okay, now let's come to the next physical division, and that is the northern plains. Okay, basically, what are plains? Beta, plains are flat or level land. Plains are flat or level land, and northern plains of India are an important physical division, as northern plains covered or spreads over an area of approximately 7 lakh square feet, and they are formed by the interplay of the three major river systems, that is the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, and all these three rivers, they originate from the Himalayas. They originate from the Himalayas, and they just flow through the plains and make the plains very fertile along with their tributaries, right? And plains are very useful. Why they are useful? Because they are flat and even, so they support agriculture and farming, which is important to support a human population. And as we have studied mountains just now, so it's not at all easier to do farming or agriculture in hilly areas. That is why the terrace farming is present in hilly areas. But in plains, the rivers make the plains very fertile, and it's much easier to grow crops in the plains than in any other physical divisions, right? So it's there. And yes, as I told you, that the tributaries of these rivers, like the Ganga, the Indus and Brahmaputra, these three rivers originate from the Himalayas, and the tributary, and they are just flowing along with the tributaries through the plains, right? So what are tributaries? Beta, tributaries हम कहते हैं किसी बड़ी नदी की सहायक नदी को, a small river that flows into a large river. And in plains, of course, it is easy to set up industries and also develop means of transport, right? If you go to some hill stations, then you see that no factories or no any type of industries are not present over there, because the land is uneven, so it's not at all possible to just set up any type of industry or factory in hilly areas. That is why hills are famous for the scenic beauty. But as far as plains are concerned, where we live, Shahjahanpur is also in plains. So yes, of course, every type of facilities, whether it's transport or any type of things, whether it's about the agriculture or farming, so everything is quite easier in plains. And the people also, most of the population of India, they just stay in plains. They live in the plains. Right? So now let's move on to the next physical division, and the next physical division is plateau. And what is a plateau? A plateau क्या होता है? हमने mountains पढ़ लिए, हमने plains पढ़ लिए. अब plateaus क्या होते हैं? बेटा, a plateau is a large and flat area of the land that is higher than other areas in India. Or in simple words, we can say a large, high area of flat land. That is a plateau. Okay? And in India, the Deccan Plateau is a large plateau in western and southern India. And it rises up to 100 meters in the north. It rises up to 100 meters in the north and more than 1,000 meters in the south. And it is triangular in shape. It is triangular in shape. The Deccan Plateau in India, it is triangular in shape, and it covers almost 8 states. It covers almost 8 states, or it extends over 8 Indian states. That is, it's Telangana, Maharashtra, and Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka, and Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. And this Deccan Plateau is the largest and the oldest plateau as well. And the land of the plateau, it's not at all fertile. The land of the plateau is not at all fertile. And plateaus are also called as table land. In simple words, just elevated from the sides and flat from the top. Right? I hope you understand this topic, plateau. What is a plateau? A plateau is that we can say a plateau is a large and flat area of the land that is higher than other areas. Right? In simple words. And what is a desert? Now let's come to the desert. A desert is a large area of land having very little water or no water, and very few plants growing in it. Right? In India, the Indian desert or the Thar desert is present, and the life of the people of the desert, it's very tough, because very less water is there in the desert, and it's very difficult for them, as in summer season they have to just travel kilometers and kilometers in search of water. Right? And very few plants just survive there. Just let me give you an example of one of the plant which is a very common plant of desert, and it is cactus, because it's need a very little water. That is why it survive in such type of conditions. Right? Now let's come to peninsula and island. Okay, I have told you beta in the previous chapter, I think I've told you that what is a peninsula basically is a land which is surrounded by water from three sides and land from one side, and the southern part of India is a peninsula. Water on three sides and land on one side means water. One is Bay of Bengal, one side Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean, and one side land means on the northern part of India. So the southern part of India is a peninsula, right? As I told you, the three-side water means Arabian Sea on the western side, the Bay of Bengal on the eastern side, and Indian Ocean on the southern side. So this is a peninsula, a piece of land surrounded with water on three sides and land on one side. The southern part of India is a peninsula. Now let's come to island. And island, I have told you that about Australia. I have explained in the last chapter that Australia is an island continent because because island. What is an island? The land that is surrounded by water from all the sides is called an island. I have explained it again. And in India, again, two islands are there which are a little bit far from India, but they are a part of India, and they are Andaman and Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Islands, right? And Andaman and Nicobar Island is present in Bay of Bengal, and Lakshadweep Islands are there in Arabian Sea. Now let's come to our climate. Now, as so many physical divisions are present in India, so according to that, there is a very diverse difference in the climate as well. When you go to hilly areas, it's cold over there. When you come in plains, in summers it's very hot in northern plains, and in winters it's very cold. When you go to some coastal areas, of course, the moderate climate is there throughout the year. So India is famous for its diversity, whether it's about the climate, it's about the tradition, it's about the culture. The people of different caste and creed, they are living harmoniously in this country, in our country India. So India is a very beautiful country because of its diversities, right? So I hope all of you have understand this chapter, that what is India and what type of country is our country. It's a very beautiful country. How many physical divisions are there in India? Because I have explained this in the full chapter. Okay, let's come to this exercise. Okay, let's take the correct answer. Over dash crore people live in India. How many? 90, 100 or 130? It's 130. Which is the highest mountain in the world? It's Kanchenjunga, it's Mount Everest, or it's K2. Of course, it's Mount Everest. Which of the following rivers rise in the Himalayas? I have told you. It's Ganga, it's Brahmaputra, it's both of these. Of course, it's both of these. Then again, Andaman and Nicobar Islands are in the Arabian Sea, or they are in Bay of Bengal, or they are in Indian Ocean. Of course, Andaman and Nicobar Islands are in Bay of Bengal, as Lakshadweep Island are there in Arabian Sea. And the southern part of India is of course peninsula, three sides water and one side land, right? I hope you people have understand that what I have explained in this chapter. And beta, if you have any queries, then you can ask me, okay? And you people all of you are having my number, so you can ring me up. And if you people are having any queries, you can ask me. But India is a beautiful country, and stay at home and stay safe because of the situations which are present all over the world because of COVID-19. Okay, so just stay home and stay safe. Bye, take care.